Managing our schedule and our bookings and holiday season can feel overwhelming depending on how organized and optimized your processes are. In today's conversation, I want to share with you some of the platforms in which I think can truly help you with having an amazing holiday party season so that you can have success with ending 2024 with a bang. For those of you that are new to my channel, hi, my name is Jessie. I am the founder of Greeneyedambition. On this channel, we talk about all the unsexy things about entrepreneurship and back office systems. I have over 14 years of experience in the event planning industry, so I am not just speaking from hypotheticals, I am giving you real life advice and tips so that you can have success in your business. As we know, I always like to talk about using the proper systems to help you in growing your business. So of course, if we're ending our year strong, we're going to have this conversation again. For some of us that do holiday parties, this can be our most lucrative time of the year. For example, inside of my event business, I find that 75% of our annual revenue actually happens in between September to December. So I always want to make the best out of this time of the year. So I figured it would be a great opportunity to talk to you too, so that you can have a great end to this year. When you hear the term CRM, it's called your Client Relationship Management System. This can be different types of platforms that are out there. I always do recommend that you have at least something that's helping you to keep your client experience organized, because we know that if you are piecemealing together that process, it can be not only stressful for you, but it can be stressful for your client to actually use your services. So let's first start off with the 3 platforms in which I want to recommend to you so that you can start to implement inside of your business. The first one that I always like to talk about is Honeybook. I talk about that all the time. I have really great videos on here. The reason why I like Honeybook, it is great for boutique agencies, boutique services. So if you are a 1 to 5 person business, you'll find that this is going to be extremely helpful for you. I do manage over 20 something vendors in there, but when we talk about the administrative side of my business, it's only a handful of us. I love to use Honeybook not only for client management, but also for vendor relationship management. This is important because you want it to be that whatever type of business you have in this industry, that you're able to effectively and efficiently communicate with every stakeholder inside of your company. Sometimes what happens is that people put so much effort and energy into only focusing on their client experience, but they do not treat their vendors that well, or they're not communicating effectively to their vendors. So the reason why I like to use Honeybook is because it allows for me to communicate with every aspect outside of my business so that we can have efficiency. In fact, what I decided to do was create a free resource for you. Inside of the caption or description, you'll see this free resource that will help you with figuring out in 5 days how to create holiday packages that you can start to sell and scale. And I also will include a free template for you to duplicate a holiday party brochure inside of Honeybook. I thought that this would be helpful because sometimes coming up with packages and how to design it can be daunting, specifically for us in our industry. We love to think about the creative side, but we're not always thinking about the system side. So this is going to help you in that aspect. The second platform that I want to recommend to you is Relentful. This is a new platform that some of you, well, it's not new, it's been around for several years, but I haven't spoken about this platform on my page before. And the reason why I decided to start talking about it is because I have had some people that have pretty big venues, they do catering, they have multi-people, like over 10 people inside of their infrastructure, and they're needing a platform that allows for them to do BOs, different types of specialized documents. That is what separates Relentful from Honeybook. I think Relentful is great for those of you that have massive teams, or you're going in that direction because it will help you with keeping everything nicely organized. You have the ability to use all of the templates and automations in which we all love in every CRM, and this is why I recommend it to you. So if you want me to do more videos to help give you a behind the scenes, let me know. Or if you want me to do an interview with someone on their team, you know I love a great interview, just comment below and let me know so I can put out some content for you. And then the third platform that is another platform that I decided to partner up with is called EventMe. You may be saying, Jesse, why are all these 3 platforms? Because everyone is in different stages inside of their business. For production companies that have multiple layers and they're very multifaceted, a platform like Relevantful is going to be great for them. But for those of you that are event organizers and you're going to be doing holiday pop-ups, holiday expos, you may work with a corporate company that you're going to be selling tickets to something they're going to be doing for a gala, or there's just such an abundance of different reasons to use EventMe. I think EventMe is a great platform for those of you that are event organizers. I know that there's always a focus on people that are doing weddings and baby showers and all of those things. However, there's not enough conversation on tools and tips for those of you that are event organizers. So I wanted to talk to you about all 3 of these platforms. So those of you that are boutique, smaller organizations, Honeybook is going to be a really great platform for you. Those of you that have more dynamic aspects inside of your business, I definitely would recommend Relevantful. And then for those of you that are event organizers, of course, EventMe is going to be that. So now that we've gone over the 3 different tools in which I recommend, we're going to go over what are some of the things that you want to be able to start using and optimizing inside of your CRM when it comes to holiday season. Let's get into it. The first thing that I recommend for you, specifically with the holiday season, is that you want to make sure that whichever platform you're using, it allows for you to have the ability to customize your interactions with your clients. So that's your branding, your colors, your fonts, the photos in which you're using. You want it to be easy for you to set up, and you want it to be consistent with the messaging in which you're sending out to your clients. I do not believe that there's a oversaturation in any industry. Yes, there's competition. However, I find that there's not a lot of clients that are going, or a lot of companies that are really presenting themselves at a high level. This is why I think having a platform that you are able to present yourself very professionally can help you with separating yourself from the competition that's out there. So you want to make sure that you have the ability to use your photos, your logos, your branding, and messaging. Because if you're going to be sending out documents and proposals that you're asking for $2,000, $3,000, $20,000 or whatever that amount is, you want it to show like, yes, pay me, because I think that that's super important. Because I have been on the other side where I reach out to a vendor for services and they're only telling me that they only take cash or Venmo, and I'm like, I can't pay you that way, not in my corporation. So I think it's important to make sure that your brand reflects inside of your CRM. The second thing, you want to make sure that your platform is optimized for effective communication. You want your client information to be stored appropriately, and then you want to have templates that are created that allow for you to communicate concisely and efficiently inside of that process. This is where templates really are going to help you shine. I think that we can sometimes feel like, okay, well, all clients need something different and you want to have the specialized approach. I think that there are certain kind of businesses that can do that. However, I don't feel that most of us should. I think that if you think through your templates and your communication and a holistic approach, you can create templates that will allow for you to use either smart fields that are inside of whichever CRM, or it allows you to only have to change out certain words or terminology in your emails. You do not want it to be that you're having to rewrite each and every email because you haven't thought through what is going to be the proper amount of communication that you want to have with your client. So with whatever CRM you're going to be using, take time before holiday season gets here. That's why we're doing these videos now in August, because once it gets busy, I jokingly say that we're just holding on tight to get through this season. So you don't want it to be that you did not take the adequate time, which is now, to think through what are going to be some of my packages, what are going to be some of the communications, any of the questionnaires, like thinking through how do you use the platform that you're going to use more effectively and efficiently to be able to help with building up trust and reducing the potential errors that can come. Next, you want to be able to have the ability to look at tasks and automations so that you're clear about what is necessary to happen next inside of your workflow. One of the things that I recommend for anyone that, regardless of what platform you're using, is to take the time to think about your workflows. I like to call this process mapping, where I take a piece of paper and I just jot down, these are the emails that need to happen. I need to have this amount of follow-up. I need to have these safeguards to protect myself or to help with communicating better with my team. I don't think that any task is too small when it comes to a workflow or process, because it is happening regardless if you put it in your automation or not. So it's better to think it through more effectively and efficiently so that you avoid having mistakes that happen. In fact, inside of my workflow, I even have a step that says vendors are booked. I check it off once it's done, because it's been times when I thought a vendor was booked. In reality, they were not booked. So this is why you want to make sure that your tasks are easily able to be found and is keeping you on track as well as your team members on track. Because you don't want to lose out on an opportunity because you don't have follow-up or have the ability to make a big mistake in an important time of the year. So this is why you want to have proper tasks and follow-ups so that you're able to shine above the rest. So in conclusion, every system is not going to be the best system for each and every person. What's going to help you with making sure that you have the best platform for you is making sure you are clear about how many team members, what communication it needs to happen with your clients, and then what are some of the things that you need to do to help you with saving time. Like I mentioned, Eventme is a really great platform for those of you that are event organizers, where you have to sell tickets, where you have vendors that you're having to sell tickets, sell vendors slots. You might be doing sponsorships. It makes more sense to be on that platform. So you do want to make sure that you have a platform that really fits your customer needs as well as your business needs. Then you want to now have the ability to not wait to the last minute to think through on your branding, your messaging, your packages, your communication, your follow-up, or even just what vendors and partners you want to have. Take the time now today to get your business organized so that you can have an amazing holiday season. I'll make sure to have all of the links and resources right in the bottom description so that you are able to take advantage of those resources. That's it for today. Have a good one. Peace.